Hi everybody, Julie Ebersol for Hutson.com, and I have an assembly how-to video for you featuring the rainbow slider die. I've got an A2 card already prepared. I've got a quarter sheet of blue cardstock that I'm going to use as my cover panel, and I also have some additional 80-pound Neenah Solar white cardstock for cutting out the rest of the mechanism pieces. And I'm going to start with the cover panel first, and like I said, this is a quarter sheet of cardstock. I've got the rectangle window here, and there is a thumb notch, but the important part is to line up that window there in the front cover panel, or the blue quarter sheet that's going to be my cover panel. And I just got the blades up here so you can see what I'm doing and how I'm eyeballing that, but I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to line up that thumb notch towards the far right hand side of my quarter sheet, and that will center the rectangle window. Now if you wanted to, you could flip it over and have the thumb notch on the left so that you have a left pulling slider. But I'm just going to go ahead and go right, and I've already sent that through my die cutting machine, and those decorative pieces I don't need right now, so I'm going to toss them in a bowl and set them aside for later. And this is what the pulley piece looks like. There's a little arrow there that indicates where what direction the person needs to pull, and this is the actual rainbow. There's a thumb notch cut there. There are score lines there where the rainbow pieces are hinged together. And I've gone ahead and colored this with Copic markers. You can see it soaked through the back, but that's not important. It's not going to be seen really. And there's those score lines, and that's going to help me know where to put the adhesive and to give a little bit of flex when I'm pulling on this mechanism. So I don't need to crease them very firmly, but I do want to have a little bit of flex and give there. So that's why I went ahead and creased them gently. So now I need to attach the rainbow to the pulley portion. And I've got an X marked on the pulley where I'm going to glue the rainbow piece to, and I flipped it over to put adhesive on the back side on that tab there. And I'm going to line it up over that X, and I'm using the thumb notch and the arrow to line up and center there so that everything is positioned and centered where it needs to be. And here you can see what it looks like when the two are joined together. Then I'm going to add some more tape runner to the thumb notch area where that adhesive tab is going to be, and I'm going to take my cover panel and I'm going to position the rainbow so that it's centered in that opening there, and the thumb notch has the arrow centered there, and it's going to tell me where I need to line things up. I also use the left hand corners to just kind of eyeball everything. And then I wanted to show you what it looks like when all the pieces are put together. So it's kind of a Z-fold, and you can see how it's only attached at those ends in that fashion. So now the remaining step is to put some foam adhesive to create a channel for that pulley to slide along, because we don't want it kind of going all over loosey-goosey on the backside there. So I'm just going to cut some narrow strips of foam mounting tape to create a slider channel and get those in place. And then I'm also going to add more pieces of foam mounting tape so that the entire cover panel will have even elevation all across the surface when I mount it to the base card. So all I have to do now is grab my base card and we're good to go. And as you can see, I've already creased and folded that, and I'm going to remove the adhesive liner tape there using my tweezers. So now that's ready to go. I'm going to grasp that rainbow mechanism so it doesn't flop down and get caught in the foam mounting tape when I'm layering these two pieces together. So I'm just kind of sandwiching it all up, and I'm going to press firmly where the foam mounting tape pieces are, and that's it. Now to pull it, all you have to do is grab a hold of where that arrow is and slide it towards the right. And when you release it, it will actually slip right back down in place. And alternatively, if you have somebody with larger, fingers and they're having a hard time getting a hold of it in the thumb notch, you could add some twine to that little arrow. And that's it. The rainbow slider die exclusively at ellenhutson.com. Thanks for watching.